What's up, everybody? WiseGuyBets here with some DFS picks for Saturday, 8/14/2021. We're looking at the DraftKings main slate. We got 10 games on the slate for the night. Let's get right into it and look at the pitcher position. At pitcher, I'm looking at James Kaprielian for Oakland. His projection on night is 13.4 fantasy points. His ERA on the season is 3.22. He's pitching around 5.6 innings per game. He's averaging 18 over 14 games. His last three has been 27, 5, 19. He's 9,300 on DraftKings. He's on the road at Texas. Texas is not good. Oakland is fighting for playoff spot there in the wild card position right now. Texas is 9 for 59 against him, which is a 153 average. His last five against Texas has been 0, 13, 16, 11, 19. I like him in this position. I like him to exceed the 13.4 projection pretty easily. Mr. Kaprielian is someone I definitely want to get into my lineups tonight at the pitcher position. Let's look at the catcher position. At catcher, I'm looking at Sean Murphy, also from this Oakland, Texas game. His projection on night is 9.2 fantasy points. He has 13 homers on the season. He's batting .224. He's getting around 3.3 at-bats per game. He's averaging 7 fantasy points over 92 games. His last 3 games have been 9, 7, 22. He's 4,000 on DraftKings. He's 5 for 13 against the pitcher he's facing. 3 singles, 1 double, 1 home run. His last 5 against Texas has been 5, 16, 17, 5, and 9. I like him in this position tonight. I like his success rate against the pitcher. Just like him overall. He has a .805 on-base percentage against righties, and the pitcher gives up a .895% OPS against righties. So I like Sean in this position tonight. Sean Murphy is someone I'm definitely want to get in my lineups tonight at the catcher position. Let's look at the first base position. At first base, looking at Diaz for Houston. His projection on that is 7.6 fantasy points. He's batting .303 on the year. He has 6 homers on the year. He's getting around 3.6 at-bats per game. His last 3 games fantasy point-wise has been 5, 19, and 8. He's averaging 8 fantasy points over 48 games. He's 3,100. Love the salary. He's 3 for 7 against the pitcher he's facing. 1 single, 1 double, 1 home run. With the salary and the success rate, even though the success rate is limited, I like him in this position tonight. I also like the over-under projection of 9.5 runs. His last 5 against the Angels have been 0, 4, 3, 0, and 8. I like Mr. Diaz tonight in this position. I'm going to try to get him in as many lineups as possible at the first base position. Let's look at the second base position. Second base, I'm looking at Jose Altuve for Houston, another player from this Houston-LA game. His projection on that is 8.6 fantasy points. He has 25 homers on the season. He's batting .273. He's getting around 4.1 at-bats per game. He's averaging 9 fantasy points over 102 games. His last 3 games has been 9, 6, 0. Coming off of 0. He's 4,900 on DraftKings. He's 6 for 15 against the pitcher he's facing. 4 singles, 1 double, 1 home run. I like that. I especially like him coming off of 0. Like him in the leadoff position. I like the projection of runs and all that. His last 5 games against the Angels has been 0, 12, 5, 14, and 0. I like him in this position tonight, especially coming off of 0. I think he easily gets double-digit fantasy points tonight. Let's look at the third base position. At third base, I'm looking at Wilmer Flores for San Francisco. His projection on night is 9.4 fantasy points, 15 homers on the season. He's batting .250. He's only getting around 2.8 at-bats per game. He's averaging 6 fantasy points on the season. His last 3 games fantasy point-wise has been 0, 5, 21. He's 3,500 on DraftKings. I like that. He's 6 for 21 against the pitcher he's facing. 4 singles, 1 double, 1 home run. So it's batting .286 against the pitcher. I like that. His last 5 against Colorado has been 0, 5, 7, 2, and 21. So he had 21 last night against Colorado. So William Flores is definitely someone I'm trying to get in my lineups tonight at the third base position. Let's look at the shortstop position. At shortstop, I'm looking at Corey Seager for the Dodgers. His projection on the night is 8.8 fantasy points. He has 5 homers on the season. He's batting .271. He's getting around 3.9 at bats per game. He's averaging 8 fantasy points over 49 games. His last 3 games, fantasy point wise, has been 9, 2, and 9. He's 4,600 on DraftKings. He's 4 for 13 against the pitcher he's facing. 3 singles, 1 home run. I like that. He's been 4th in the lineup. They are on the road. His last 5 against New York Mets has been 0, 8, 3, 8, and 9. He has the draft dashboard says he has a 26% advantage against the pitcher he's facing tonight. He does have a .892 on base percentage versus righties, and the pitcher gives up a .745 on base percentage versus lefties. Against this pitcher specifically, he has a .895 on base percentage. I like Corey Seager in this position tonight based on the numbers. I think he comes through, and I think he exceeds his projection of 8.8 fantasy points on the night. Let's look at the outfield position. In the outfield, I'm looking at George Springer for Toronto. Possible core play for me tonight. His projection on the night is 8.8 fantasy points. He has 16 homers on the season. He's batting .274. He's getting around 3.7 at bats per game. He's averaging 10 fantasy points over 48 games this season. His last 3 games, fantasy point wise, have been 32, 0, and 4. He's 5,300 on DraftKings. He's batting 7 for 14 against the pitcher he's facing. It's 500 average, 6 singles, 1 triple. His last 5 against Seattle is 7, 5, 14, 5, and 4. Based on Mr. Seager's salary, if we select him, he's definitely a core play for the night. So those are my picks for today. Go ahead and hit that like button if my picks help you. It really helps me out going forward. And subscribe to my channel so you know when new videos are posted. Hope you learned something today from this video. Thanks for watching.